Hello, everyone. So I'm currently not home. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly go over everything that's going on in the market so that I can give you guys my thought process on what the next steps are. So this is gonna be a bit quicker, hopefully. But let's just go straight down the list of everything. Okay, so I am still expecting some sort of weakness out of the overall market. Number one is because the S&P 500 futures is still trading within the 786 to 618% fib. We should be getting a bit of a weakness or some sort of pullback. Obviously, the market is being bullish because of the shutdown news. It's good when the when the government reopens, so that's bullish for the market. But after that, I don't really like how a lot of these tech stocks are reacting. And I also don't like how the VIX is holding support. I also don't like how the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are still showing weakness at levels of resistance. So this is the chart of the NASDAQ futures. And it just is not really great that we're holding below the 618% fib here. On the NASDAQ futures is a level of resistance, obviously. So the longer we remain here, the higher the likelihood chance that we get a bit of a pullback, right? So this is what I'm essentially looking at. And we could also just go down the list of a lot of these different tech stocks. And the reason why we look at these tech stocks is because they have a big impact on the overall market. So where is Amazon? $1 trillion company. Where is this moving? It's trading below the 50 and the 618% fib. It's not strong. We painted a very bearish candle, down 2% today. Tesla continuing to hold below levels of resistance, down 2% today. These are not good signs for the overall market dynamics themselves, okay? But then when you look at Google and Apple, obviously Google almost made a new all-time high, but then it pulled back as well, right? So just purely based off of what we're looking at. Pragmatically, Tesla is holding support. Amazon, you could see, is still technically holding above 244, right? But immediately, what is going on Google? Posted a big red candle after retesting highs. Immediately, what is going on with Apple? Posted a red candle after almost retesting new all-time highs. And I wanted a pullback on Apple to begin with. So we're just going down the list of all of these large tech stocks as a whole. And it just really looks like an amazing time to wait for a bit of a dip. I am not extremely exuberantly bullish here. Okay? So this is what's currently going on Apple, Amazon, and Google, right? We also saw Tesla. So Microsoft is actually still looking pretty good. We wicked very, very aggressively. Microsoft is holding above 510. Still like a decent stock, right? Congratulations. Netflix is also doing well. So Netflix, Microsoft, AMD also did well today, purely due to earnings, right? But then NVIDIA. What did NVIDIA do? A bit of a green move today, but overall flat. Okay, so, and last but not least, Meta. Okay, so Meta did not hold support. It failed, and it looks, obviously this is not a good sign. Yesterday we saw that it failed to hold above 630, and now today we're failing to hold above 615, and we closed almost at the lows today on Meta. As a whole, this is not an amazing sign for the market. Not to go too much in detail, right? The last few things I want to take a look are the VIX. So the VIX is at a level of support, painting a bit of a green candle here. If the VIX bounces, then that is bearish for the overall market, okay? So the VIX is holding support. It looks like it wants to bounce. If the VIX ends up bouncing, then the overall market should be pulling back, and this is a bit bearish for the overall market. And to top it off really, really quickly, the crypto market is also showing some weakness. So this is a daily time frame of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is showing weakness, failing to hold above 105, painted a red candle here. Solana, same concept, failing to hold 160, closed below 160, it's showing weakness as well. Ethereum, same concept, failed to hold above 35, getting a pullback. As a whole, a lot of these large tech stocks are failing at highs. And it's just the market is either waiting for a complete huge rip, or the market is going to get a bit of a pullback. And that is essentially, you don't want to bet. You don't want to bet on the market bouncing aggressively. Okay, that's not a high quality trade setup. The higher quality trade setup is to go long at levels of support. Wait to go long at levels of support instead of trying to go long at levels of resistance. As you can see today, it was really, really easy to just go short, and then we waited for support, and you could have just went long, and we made a lot of money today. We still played the market really, really well today. So as a whole, the market's been moving pretty well. We've been trading pretty well, and it's working pretty well. So if you guys want access to all of my trades, my thought process, my analysis, everything that I think about with the market day in and day out as the market is occurring, as well as live voice chat, you can click the link down below. You guys gain access to everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't really go that much in detail, but I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning in the Discord room. Take care. Have a good one.